Привет, comrades. TFCom here. I know you all miss me so much. Look, it's morning. Oh my gosh. My voice cracked. It's not morning, it's like 4 o'clock. But you know, it's morning, more light outside than usual. There we go. How about that? So, today is an awesome day at Starbucks for you guys who want to go. I'm like advertising now, which is funny. Well, it's a really good deal. They're doing buy one holiday drink, get one holiday drink free. So you can get like frappuccinos or anything like that, which is really cool. So I went and got 2 of the, the grande, the mediums, instead of getting one giant one. Because, whatever. But I do have to say, please be easy on these people. They look insanely stressed. The line is insanely long. People going in ordering like 6 drinks each, and it's just... It's way too much for them to handle. I mean, they're getting through the orders pretty fast, with taking them, but it takes a while to make these drinks. And in general, most of these drinks take a long time to make, especially frappuccinos. So if you get 2 of them, it's a very big thing. And they kept being like, I'm so sorry for delay. And I'm like, no, take your time, I made sure to go an hour before I needed to be anywhere, so, just like, take your time. I understand it's very, very difficult right now. But on that note, I decided to try a new one. Is the toasted white chocolate frappuccino, which is a big mouthful. According to what it says online, it is white chocolate with candied cranberries. I have it down here, and it looks more like some sort of nut on top, and not cranberries. So I'm a little iffy on that, because my allergies. It doesn't say anywhere online that there is a nut in it, so it's kind of a little, I don't know. For now, I'm avoiding really drinking it. I just it looks pretty. I took like a sip of it, and it tasted a lot like nuts. But to be fair, cranberries taste a lot like nuts, so it's a little, I don't know, iffy there. I'm not gonna drink the whole thing. Just wanted to try it, I guess. It's one of those things where I looked at it and I was like, this could be candy cane, this could be nuts, this could be berries, this could be anything on top of here, and it's really hard to tell, at least for me. But whatever. It's a great deal. Please don't be mean to these people. Like I said, they are working very hard. Cell phone use prohibited. Shh, I'm not on my phone. This is GPS. Yes, totally. I'm not gonna look at my phone. Now I'm in a school zone right now, and the lights are on, meaning it's school time. So shh. do. But got my usual, the peppermint mocha, which I love to death. I have loved to death since I don't know when it came out, but since I've tried it at least, which has been 4 or 5 years ago, I believe. It was on my, not on my birthday, obviously, because my birthday's not in the winter, but something like that. It's my favorite thing ever. But, it's definitely one I would recommend if you like peppermint at all. It's very, very, very strong, which, again, is a peppermint thing. I am peppermint obsessed with everything, as I'm sure I've told you. I have peppermint Twinkies at home, which are not that good, but I don't like Twinkies, so that's probably why I don't like them. Why did I get peppermint Twinkies then? I don't know. I'm stupid, that's why. Well, things like that. As a little disclaimer here, I was kind of iffy about whether to put this or not. But, unfortunately, this has to be said, which is very depressing that has to be said. When I make a video about not wanting to start issues or anything else, don't go out and tell that person that I made a video about them and phrase it as if I said things worse than what I did. Don't do that. As you know, in my water video, I've mentioned multiple times I did not want to start any issues. Said, I respect my roommates, nothing against them whatsoever. I called into question if they were paying, but I said that I had decided that they obviously had been. There was nothing against them whatsoever. Someone went and told them, I don't know what words they used. They took insanely great offense to it. And I was yelled at. I am not here to start drama at all. It is purely a vlog, and I vlog about what is going on in my life, and that was something that was going on in my life, obviously. There's no other point really in having a vlog than talking about your life. If I omit things about my life, then it's not really an honest vlog. And I was omitting that for over 2 weeks, and, I can't pretend everything's okay. People are starting to notice, you don't look as good in your videos lately. Something seems off with you. What's going on? And I want to be open with you guys because this is the situation we're in. So I waited so long because I didn't want to start issues, but apparently it started issues anyway. Nothing I can really do about that, I suppose. Just know I didn't try to start anything. So if it's you that's been spreading untrue things about me, then I would definitely appreciate it if you would stop with that. I guess it comes with being more known, that people tend to twist your words around. I don't know. I just would, greatly appreciate it if you wouldn't break this form of trust in here. I have not had good experience with any roommate I've had. That is true. But I have respected them all and done what they've all asked, even if it was more than I needed to do. So, I say again, I am not here to start issues. Do not take my words to start issues. I will not be a figurehead for any fight you have. Don't say, well, TF Calm said this. Don't drag me into arguments, please. I am not the person who should be like your role model or something like that. I don't know. I am not who you need to be talking about. I don't know. Positive stuff. I'm glad to hear that, I helped you overcome and come out of the closet or anything like that. I'm glad to hear that stuff. And, if you want to use some of my videos on schizophrenia or something to help educate people, or say, well, actually, it's this way, or even a fight that way, that works. But roommates is always a difficult situation where the slightest thing goes wrong and I could become homeless. Do not do this, okay? I have very, very, very low funds. I barely skim by making rent as it is. Please do not make me lose my house, okay? Now, they didn't threaten to kick me out, so don't go to them and say that, well, he said you threatened to kick him out. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Again, I'm not trying to start any fight whatsoever here, okay? Completely against it. I have no fight in me right now, okay? Okay, you got it? Good. I hate that I have to tell you guys this, because it seems to be, like, basic common sense. Don't start shit, But apparently I have to tell you guys this. This is the second time this has happened. The first time, my roommates told me that they had seen the video. Was that true? Probably not, now that I know that there's someone watching it for them. So, come on, don't be a dick. It's common sense, don't be a dick. This vlog is here to talk about my life and educate on important mental health issues, as well as transgender rights. It is not here to do a he said, she said fight with my roommates. Okay? And that's all I want to say about this. If I have to come through and do this again, then I'll be insanely disappointed. It should just be common sense not to start shit. You know, that's like... That would be like going to someone's house and telling their husband or whatever that they said that they didn't, I don't know, that they didn't like your cooking or something like that. You know, that could start huge problems. You don't know the situation. You don't know any of this stuff. You know, and for you just can tell them, maybe rant for a minute or so, and that's it. You know, I had to forever hear about this for as long as I'm living with them. Probably even after I move out, I'm going to forever hear about this one moment where I talked about them on YouTube. They're going to make it that way. And that's just what people do. That's common sense. That's what people do, you know? So, don't start problems unless you're going to be there the entire time. Don't start problems in general, but, you know, don't just be like, he said this, and then just, like, leave, you know? If you're going to start shit, then be held responsible for it. You're going to be here, too. That's how I am, you know? I'm not just going to do a he said, she said, whatever. I'm going to see it through, see what happens, you know? I'm going to be in there to interject if I need to say something. And that's a discussion. That's not an argument. And that's an insanely important distinction there. A very important distinction. With that being said, my little rant aside, we have some good news on the oh Jesus, no, not CPS. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of my career in mind since, you know, I'm going to graduate in about 5 weeks. I can get into that in. We have some good news on the name and gender change information with the court. We have some good news on that front. And that is that, drum roll, dun, da, 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 da. Okay. I have been given my official court number, which was required before they could do a background check on me. Basically means they accept that you're going to be going to court. They'd accept it, you know. And I don't think they can even reject it. I think it's just as long as you have the right paperwork and you pay the fees, they accept it. But it took them an insanely long time to do so. So, you know. But they accepted it now, which is great. And so I got my number, which means I can officially submit my background check forms and such. So I did that, and I kind of got screwed over there a bit, which is unfortunate again. You see, when I first got it done, I was told that I needed to go to this location. I needed to go to this special place where they do fingerprinting, and then that place, you know, I'd pay my fee. It was like $50 or so to do it, and then that place would, you know, give my papers and stuff, which, okay, I would then submit to the court. They said I needed 3, 1 for the court, 1 for me, and 1 for my lawyer. You know, the 1 for me would just be a backup, you know, in case something happens. You know, shit always happens. You never know when something's going to happen. And going on the road right now. You never know when something's going to happen, so you have to like prepare in advance for these things. I reached a dead end. Oh crap. dead end, and then the road was blocked off, and he was like, what do I do? Okay. Guess I'll just get back on the road I was in. I was trying to do, you know, a cute little U-turn thing without actually having to do a U-turn at the light. You know, just go through the neighborhood, go back out, and everything else. Nope, that's not available. Whatever, that works. But yeah. But yeah. Boy, I look like some lost little kid now. I'm trying to be careful because I'm almost completely out of gas. And I am completely out of money, which I'll get into later on. But you know, what I was getting at, I now have a number, and everything else. Oh yeah, I was told that I had to do the fingerprinting, and then, you know, I'd submit it in with my forms and everything else, and that'd be great. Well, no, that's apparently not the case anymore. You can do it that way, but they charge an extra $30 to basically do a background check on the place that you got it from, to verify that they're correct. They're, you know, they're an official place. Originally, that was not the case, as you can assume. Originally, it was just something as simple as, you know, you would do that, and then you would get your forms done or whatever, and that'd be it. Now they have another option. You can go to the actual DMV and get them done that way, and it's $10. So, fuck you, you know. So I was almost to the point where it's just like, would it take longer to do with the DMV? Or why don't I just do that? Because, you know, the DMV would be $10. Whereas this one is like $20-something, you know, like you know, yes, I already paid the stupid fingerprint fees and then you get them done, but, you know, but I figured maybe the process will just be longer, so I wasn't going to go into the DMV and nothing else, which DMV is long to begin with. I need a whole day off of work, you know, and but whatever. So I got all this done. I sent it in with the check and everything. Got my case number. Now all we're waiting on is for them to finish the background check of both the place and of me. And once they do that, they will send the results into the court. Then the court will contact my lawyer to say, yes, he has passed a background check or whatever. Then my lawyer can contact me, and we can work on making a plan for when I can have my court date, which we will schedule. You know, so it's an insanely long process, and I'm almost positive it won't get done in time now. But I mean, it had to be done eventually, so I don't know. I know it's gonna be probably really expensive to get my name on my diploma changed, but that's gonna have to be the case, unfortunately. Really upset about that, but there's nothing I can do. You know, it's not the lawyer's fault. You know, he did take a long time, but it was just because things happened a lot. You know, his friend, husband got in the hospital, and then there was, he wasn't able to contact certain people he needed to contact. You know, it just, everything seemed to line up against us, but to be fair, I only gave him, you know, 4 or so months to do this in. And he said, you know, that'd be no problem, but, you know, stuff happens, I guess, and it was a problem. So, you know, nothing I can do about that. You know, it's just going to be sad, and that's going to be about it. But, you know, I heard it's only $50 to change your name on your diploma, though someone else told me it was $150. Someone told me it was $650. So I don't know what it will be, but I know it will cost more money. Money that I will not have, you know, I don't have now, so I definitely won't have then, especially paying back student loans at the time. Nor will I have wanted to spend money on something that I wouldn't have even had to spend money on to begin with, you know. So more forms, more junk. And even if we get my name changed within like the next week or two, I will still need to wait for the DMV to give me the new driver's license, and then wait for the new birth certificate, and then take those to the school, and then the school has to, you know, change all their forms. And even then, there could be some mistakes, so we have to go in and make sure they are concrete changed forms. And then let's say my transcript comes out with the wrong name, then I have to go back and then complain about that again and get it changed. And there's an odds that they could still mess up, and then they'd call the wrong name at graduation. And it's just very, very bad odds. That's why I wanted to get it done long before the semester started. But that didn't happen. You know, back with my old lawyer, she had a bit of a mental breakdown, is the best way I can describe it, overstress or something, and she didn't ever contact me again. So I don't know. Her email's completely down now. Like, I've tried emailing it, it says this user no longer exists or something like that, and so I don't know. She just broke, and I guess that happens, you know. It was her first year, and everyone from the trans community in Tyler was recommended to her, and I think it just became too much. But I was trying with her since February, and the goal was to get it done by the end of the year, so it was a really long time to do with her. But you know, stuff happens. There's nothing you can do about that, I guess. I hope she's okay. As mad as I am about it, I hope she's okay. But that's the court information, which is great. I also kind of called out my teacher, but in a very sneaky way about it, which is great. You know, he had been telling us multiple times about how, I mean, he is a priest, and that'll explain a lot of this to you. Like, he teaches philosophy, and you know, he's constantly trying to use the philosopher's words to prove that God exists, which is annoying as can be, but you know, okay, prove your own point, you know. And some philosophers were religious, so you know, I get that. But one thing I do think is a little weird. Well, no, I more or less called him out because he would say things like, you know, if God does exist, then we know he's a man without flaws, and he's perfect in every way. And I'm just like, I don't know about you, but my religion, gods do have flaws, a lot of them, and that's kind of the whole thing there. They're people like us, and they just happen to have magical abilities or whatever, and that's it. That's kind of their thing. That is their thing, you know. I do need to get dressed, but I want to make the video. But you know, so that's their thing. And he said, you know, we know if there was a god, it's not like Thor or something like that. And I'm just like, don't say that. I followed Odinism for a long time, and the only reason I kind of stopped was because my schizophrenia told me Odin was my grandpa, and you know, and Loki was my dad, and it would seem kind of weird to worship your family, you know. So I kind of stopped because of that. And even now that I knew it's not the case, and even saying that is iffy to me. Why is my thing shaking? Whatever. Even though I know that's not the case, it still seems a little weird to worship my parents, more or less, you know? I'm gonna try to pause this. My roommate's not home. I'm gonna film inside the house. If he is, then I'll continue when I get back to the car, as I do need to get dressed for work. But look, Bendy and the Ink Machine shirt. The creator lied to us. And on the tag, there was a free download for the game. So if I can find a game capture software, I will play it for you guys, and I will scream my ass off, and I will die a lot. I'll probably die in parts that it's nearly impossible to die in. So you can look forward to that.